Hi, how you doing? Welcome back to Where Hatters Walk. This week we're talking about some frustrations with Adebayo and the positive signs that we saw starting to blossom against Sheffield United. Plus, the big one this weekend, who should start at Watford? And we've got the full team back to do that with us. They're going to talk us through who deserves to get promoted and what is the worst ever Luton kit. It's 20 minutes, 4 Luton debates. We're glad to have you along with us. Welcome back, Kevin and Sam, and of course, Mark, one of our ever-presents. And before we get into the football, Mark, you are back on the Million Steps this week, as you've done already, raising money for a very charitable cause. The link is in the descriptions below here for Mark's Just Giving page. Please go and donate. Mark, have you counted how many steps you've done so far?
Yeah, so I've done 2 home games, so 82,296 steps. I mean, we talk about a 3-game week. I've got a 3-walk week. So I walked on Saturday, I'm walking on Wednesday, and then 2 days to Watford at the weekend. So it's going to be hard, but it's all about raising awareness for the charities and raising some money. So, thank you for all the encouragement and support. And I'm almost recovered for Wednesday.
Yeah, let us know you go. It's a good job you're not away at Plymouth on Wednesday, isn't it? Right, okay. It's a massive week, Sam, for Luton Town, isn't it? Wednesday night against Plymouth, and then that lot on Sunday. Which one's the more important to you? If I could say you could have a win and a loss now.
I don't know how popular this would be, but I'm going to say the Plymouth game because that's a real 6-pointer. I think we've got to win that. I think Watford they're normally quite good at home, so it's going to be tough. I mean, you'd want to win both, but I think we haven't won for like 2 months. So Plymouth we've got to be targeting though. We can't be not winning to a team also in the relegation zone at home.
Okay. Right, we're going to come on to some positives about the Sheffield United performance in a second, but we've got to get the elephant out of the room, so to speak, because we represent everything that's talked about on social media. And Kevin, there was one name that Luton Town fans have now had enough of. It's been on the fringes, but Adebayo, people have lost faith in him. Gant says, well, we lost that because they have quality up front and we have Morris and Adebayo costing us 3 points again. Nice. And how many chances is Adebayo going to get, says Ashton. This further one says, of the 25 big chances Adebayo has missed this season, 11 would have taken as the lead, 6 would have been equalisers, 4 would have doubled the lead, and only 4 would have had no impact had they gone in. It's not all on him, but things could have looked so different. How much do you subscribe to this view that one player is having such a big impact on your season?
Look, I don't. Good evening, Mark. I don't think it is on one player. However, as a striker and as someone that came into the championship expecting to set the world alight, he has missed some sitters. Once again, very early on this weekend, 3 meters from the goal, he missed it. That would have changed the game. I think he's struggling a lot with some confidence at this point. Everyone expected him to stay in the Premier League, get bought by one of the big teams. But he's struggling. And once your confidence is down, it takes the team with you, it takes the spectators with you, and you need to just get one back into the goal. It's not helping us that we are losing away from home every time the pressure is mounting. But when you start losing from at home as well, and the crowd goes against you, it just gets worse and worse. I think the trouble we're in is we don't have any experienced strikers at this point who are in form either. We have Nordas, who's basically in his off-season, hasn't played competitive football for a while. Brown isn't setting the world alight either and struggling to get the back of the net. And Ali is trying to find his feet and doesn't really have any championship experience. So the problem that Luton is sitting with is, what do we do? How do we replace him at this point while his confidence is down?
Yeah. Mark, you have backed Elijah all season. You've not spoken ill of him at all, but are you in the stands getting frustrated now?
Well, I think one thing, yes, I agree with the comment that Elijah is a confidence player because when he scores, he goes on a run of scoring in lots of consecutive games. But he's a confidence player. But you've got to remember, our strikers aren't getting 5-6 chances a game each. We're creating very few clear-cut chances, and maybe they're snatching at it when the one chance comes along. And yes, there was a golden opportunity against Sheffield United that wasn't taken, but I think, yes, the strikers makes his reputation on goals, but the work rate and what he also brings to the team. And when he went off, we didn't create anything after the subs were made. So yes, it's on goals, but he brings much more the work rate to the team, everything else. So I look at the bigger picture and not just the stats and the number of goals. I look at limited opportunities, both him and Carlton are getting a game, and also the work rate he brings to the team. That just got to look at the bigger picture. But I think all the strikers I think with Matt, he's not afraid to rotate the squad, so I think he'll keep rotating until he finds a partnership that not just with the forwards, but also through the team, which you saw on Saturday, that he'll just try and find that formula that's going to get us goals and get us points.
Okay. I said we keep it positive, so let's flip from that player to one player, Sam, that was getting lots of praise, and that is this young man. Signed from Wigan. I know Wigan fans were saying we massively miss him. Aasgard was excellent today, says Keith. Walsh was brilliant. Not heard that sentence all season. Others played well, except Adebayo. We're not there again. We need to answer the question, why was Nordas brought exactly? Bringing Brown and Ali on and leaving the new striker without a minute is absolutely clueless. But let's talk about Aasgard for a second. What do you like about him as a player, Sam?
Well, he's one of the few that can create something that we've got. One of the few we've got that can create chances, can actually put his foot forward on the ball, and we haven't had someone like that, I think, since Barkley last season. So I think it's quite a promising signing so far for Aasgard.
Yeah, and there's a couple more here that say the new players we bought suit the back five with Doherty and Jones. We've actually got now attacking wing backs, which makes us much more front-footed, and that's what we've been missing, Sam, isn't it? This ability to go at teams. I thought we were much better just for the final finish. We didn't understand Brown for Elijah. Lasse should have come on and have Aasgard play off him. But you're looking better now since Doherty's come back, and actually these new players are starting to gel.
I think Aasgard's had a bit of impact. I think Ali hasn't really found his feet yet, but he is coming from League One, and I would like to see Nordas start playing a bit more minutes. Like, I agree, he should have been brought off the bench. I'm not sure why he wasn't brought on, and I think he'd be hungry to show his worth. Considering we bought him for $3 million, I hope he does start getting some minutes soon. But I think this three at the back system is weird because Matt Bloomfield wants to play this 4-2-3-1 system, which is like more passing and less direct. But I think the squad is just suited a lot better for three at the back, especially with Doughty and Jones as wing backs. So I think and obviously against Sheffield United, we showed it. We were a little better with the normal three at the back, which players are used to. So it wouldn't surprise me if we stick to three at the back just for the time being, maybe just to try and keep us up. And then next season, Bloomfield might implement his ideas more.
Okay. All right, then let's switch tack then and focus on the future and look at the Watford game and who should start and what positions. There's been some suggestions already, Kevin. I want to see if you agree with these. Cameron says keep the same team that started against Sheffield United, but take out Adebayo and put Nordas in. And Sean says the season starts on Wednesday. Let's take the first half against Sheffield United into this game. The fans will be loud. There's no place like it. Attack, attack, attack. What about this Nordas versus Adebayo debate then for a game as big as Watford?
I disagree with that tweet. Like I said, Nordas doesn't have a lot of game time in his legs at this point. Not long ago, we were all saying, like Mark is saying, that Eli is magic. He was the man we depended on. And Mark is 100% correct. He does still add a lot to the team. People will want goals. People will want him to put the ball in the back of the net. But he does bring more. I don't think Nordas can start at this point. If it was up to me, I would go with the same starting 11 that we played against on the weekend. I think our wing backs were brilliant. I think I have to say against Mark, we created more chances than Sheffield over the weekend. I think we had 14 shots on target. We would hope that one of them went in from one of the strikers or from one of the forwards. It didn't. But at some point with 14 games going, we need to stick to something. And chop and change is not going to help at the moment. We were Luton. Even Matt said it was a much more Luton performance. The character was there. The integrity was there. Now we need to stick with something, and we need to just try and be on the front foot. I wouldn't change too much. Hopefully the guy's legs aren't too heavy. Clark is obviously probably not going to play this week on Wednesday either. So I would stick with the same 11.
Okay. Mark, in terms of Wednesday night, stick with the same 11. Score your first goal in 2025 at home. Bloomfield getting his first win. Attack. It'll be absolutely okay, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see him keeping the same team for 3 games back to back. You've got to remember that Amari Bell came back Saturday. He's been out for such a long time. There's people that we've got to manage. I actually think that was Walsh's best game for Luton. It worked really well in the middle with Nakamba and Walsh. Give us that little bit more steel because we knew it was going to be a physical game against Sheffield United. Whereas Plymouth, they don't travel well. They concede lots of goals, so we need to play with the same intensity. But one thing, just finally on Saturday, Kai Naismith. The reason the 3 at the back works really well is because Kai Naismith is a leader. He organises, and we just look a lot more secure with Kai at the back, and it's just so good to have him back. So, in short, we're not going to play the same team for 3 games in a week. So far this season, we've not picked up a single point in the 3rd of the 3-game week, which tells you that there will be changes for Watford. But I think we go with the same for Wednesday, and then we just see who's fit, who's ready for Sunday, and then we go again. But yeah, let's get the win on Wednesday, and then that will breed confidence, and hopefully Elijah can score and Karen can score and get some confidence into the forwards. But Aasgard, what a player.
Okay. Right then, let's switch tack then a little bit and talk about general things. Coming up in a minute is the worst ever kits for Luton. Let's stay tuned for that. But it's heating up at the top of the Championship now. We're doing some predictions each week. We'll look at relegation, of course, in a couple of weeks. But let's focus on the top. There's lots of slander going on between these teams. Sam, Burnley are boring, say Leeds fans. Sheffield United are lucky. In terms of a Luton fan, you've played all these now. Who do you think deserves to go up? Who's actually has a better chance in the Premier League from what you've seen so far? Which 2?
Well, I think Leeds probably have the most quality. They've got the best attackers and probably the best players as well. But you could say tail doesn't lie. But Sheffield United weren't that great against us, so I'm not sure. I guess they're just well coached. But I quite like Sunderland's team as well. They found a way to win against us at home in the first game where we did play well, but second game they blew us away. So
Okay.
I like Sunderland's players, but I like the players like Bellingham, all the young players, all the talent they've got. I think Leeds probably deserve it the most.
Kevin?
I'll go with Leeds as well. I think they're playing great at the moment. They are excellent on the ball. They are forward pressing. They dominate. Not many people that I've heard have actually backed Burnley. But if you've looked at Burnley's stats this year, it's been unbelievable. 24 clean sheets in the league. Only lost 2 matches in 33 games. 11 clean sheets in a row now. So that's over 1,000 hours that they haven't conceded a goal. The last goal they conceded was on the 21st of December against Watford. So when it gets down to the crunch, the last 14 games, or even possibly if they are in the knockouts in the playoffs, that's the kind of football you want to see. It might not be everyone's favorite, and Burnley have changed from last year and the year before, but that's the kind of football that you want in the end of the season. And if they can keep that defense going and get the odd goal, I won't be surprised to see them go up.
Okay. Mark, quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. Leeds are the most impressive team I've seen this season. I can't really judge Burnley because we played them first game and they had a busy transfer window. But I mean, the basis of promotion is having a good, solid defence. But Sheffield United just have a habit of finding a way to win. They didn't deserve to beat us, but they found a way to win. And I think it's going to be Leeds, Sheffield United that go up. But yeah, Sunderland have impressed me as well. So yeah, that's how I see it.
Okay. Thanks for that. Let us know in the comments what you think. Let's look at some awful shirts before we finish. We did our worst ever 11 last week. Let's have a Luton side and worst ever Luton manager. Thank you for all your comments on that as well. Here's some. Mark, you're all wearing Luton shirts. They all look pretty decent.
I think we've been I think we've been had some really good shirts. I mean, I go back to sort of like 96, 97 when we played in a yellow and blue. But I'm sorry, we just don't wear yellow.
Let's have a look at some, shall we? I haven't got the years to date on this, but these are some shockers. And some more. I mean, this is I mean, Luton should be all mostly orange, shouldn't it? Not mostly white. Are we agreed on that?
They used to play in white, so I don't. There is history of us playing in white.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that kit actually.
Do you? Okay. Right, yeah.
Mark, that first slide of yours, I think that's probably everyone agrees the 91, 92 shirt and the 94, 95 away shirt was horrendous. A lot of people said that this shirt sucks, but it's quite a beautiful one.
Yeah,
but it's a beautiful shirt.
This is pretty awful, I thought.
I don't know about it doesn't look that bad, but the shirt we've had for last season and this season is about to see 2 relegations. So I don't think that's a very fortunate shirt.
And one more as well. This was
Alex, I love that.
As well.
I have that
Do
shirt.
you?
That shirt is really nice.
It's very retro, isn't it? But who thought that would be a good pattern? It's just, it's absolutely horrendous. Any that we've missed? No.
I think you got all of them, and I think Sam was 100% correct. Maybe the least lucky one is the current one that we've got.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Let us know in the comments, folks, if we've missed any. Thank you, of course, very much for watching. Good luck, obviously, against Watford. Mark, good luck with the walk. Hope you lose some money. We'll drop our donations on. Again, we'll see you both all of you back in 7 days' time. We hope to review how it's gone against Plymouth and how it's going against Watford. What a big week and season defining it could be for Luton Town. See you in 7 days.